afternoon to everybody. I am Dr. Mariam Bakhtiari, the founder of BLAFit.com, Bella Lip Appliance. I am a dentist in Manhattan Beach, California, with my practice limited to orthodontics, TMJ, and sleep apnea. So the way I became the founder of this amazing product is that for years and years and years, I align patients' jaw, create beautiful smiles for them, and I knew that with all of that alignment, I create beautiful smiles, but the facial muscles are not affected as much. We are in a society where we are eating, we're not eating our food, we're actually drinking our food. We are more prone to juicing and eating shakes because we're such a fast society. We're always in a get-go, and I knew that there is a need for a product that I can think about that could anchor around the lips, that could also work out the facial muscles, also be able to balance your right and left musculature for kids that or adults that had one side less muscular than the other due to their right-sided clenching or left-sided clenching. And also, being a mom of a 16-year-old at a time, I knew that she would want to have big, beautiful lips, and our society is going more toward what our norm, which is injected faces, injected lips. I don't want to name any celebrities, but we all start to look the same, and I knew that there's going to be a time that she's going to be asking me, Mom, I want to have a bigger lips. And I knew that being more non-invasive in nature, I needed to create something that could anchor around the lips and work out the facial muscles as well as your lips. So there came the creation of Bella Lip Appliance. I collaborated with an aircraft engineer and a physician to be able to produce this orthotic that goes around your lips in two different directions, the horizontal and vertical. It not only works out your facial muscles, plumps your lips, lifts up your cheekbones, and creates very beautiful defined jawline. We learned that it also helps with the tightening of the neck muscles, which means it helps patients that have sleep apnea or snoring. It has reduced that episode, as well as patients that are clenchers and have TMJ. They have felt relief from using the Bella Lip Appliance a minute in the morning, a minute at night before sleep. So I'm so excited because we're learning so much about BLA. I can brag about BLA because it's mine. It's my invention. I love to teach. One of my biggest passions in life. One of my biggest passions in life is teaching, and I teach to my colleagues, dentists, and physicians about TMJ and how to treat them. So being on Amazon Live and on Instagram Live has given me a place to be able to teach what I know and what I'm passionate about. My practices in the fields of TMJ, sleep apnea, and orthodontics been for about a little bit over 27 years. So I have tons of knowledge, and as I'm speaking now, I still am proud to be a woman who still holds the first diplomat in International Board of Orthodontics. I feel like I am proud to be a woman and hold that place in the world. And in general, people and my patients, they know that Dr. Mariam or me are more, I lean more toward holistic approach on everything, including TMJ, including extractions of wisdom teeth, anything that comes with the mouth and the jaw. I'm more non-invasive. So the BLA, again, we're learning every day that not only it's like a facelift for your face, it lifts up your cheekbones, plumps up your lips, defines your jawline, tightens your neck muscle as well, as well as helps with your jaw tension. Patients have reported that their clicking is reduced. So we're using this now in conjunction with our TMJ therapy. If I have a patient, so for those of you who have TMJ, please send your questions. This is a time that you get to have me on my undivided attention for the next 30 minutes. If you have questions on your TMJ, when we treat patients with TMJ and patient comes with like their locked jaw or their jaw problems, we create them after they're doing their diagnosis. We usually create them pretty expensive orthotics to be able to move their jaw in a very nice physiologic position, thus allowing their TMJ to be relieved. So I'm going to show you something here. I'm one-handed. I see questions about what's going on with my arm. I had too much fun, broke my shoulder bone underneath my right arm, and I'm going to be on this crutch for another 2 weeks. And thank you for being concerned. I'm good, and I'm here, and I love you all. So here it is. This is something that I always talk to every patient that walks in here. In every operatory, we have 2 of these heads on 2 different screens. What's important is that the lower jaw and the upper jaw, they have to be in a way aligned where the lower jaw is not pushed back. So if you have trauma or injury or whiplash on a car accident and the lower jaw jolts back, look what passes right behind the lower jaw. Your major blood supply, nerve and artery that feeds your brain passes there. Therefore, it creates migraine, headaches, jaw tension, also the circulations, the back of the head. So you get occiput pain, sometimes numbness in the hand, ear issues, balance issues. So treatment of TMJ usually is to make an orthotic, move the lower jaw slightly forward, and release this neurovasculature. In order to do that, I make, like I said, it's pretty costly. It costs about $3,000 to $5,000 to get TMJ treatment, and it's not because I'm expensive. It's because the orthotics are pretty expensive, and it details a lot of details and analysis to be able to put the jaw in that perfect position. While we were doing the research on BLA, by the way, for those of you that are just joining us, I'm the founder of BLA Fit. I'm Dr. Mariam. We just published a study in the International Journal of Orthodontics on the use of BLA for 1 month during 1 month for 1 minute a day only have increased the lip muscle mass for over 14% on every individual. So we know that it's a lip plumper. That's completely, we know that. We know that patients that have used it have lifted cheekbones, balanced facial symmetry, as well as their jowls are tightened up. But we also are getting a lot of feedback from our patients here, as well as our study that we've conducted, that their jaw feels better, their clicking is reduced, they sleep better, they snore less, and a lot more benefits. If any of you can have the time to go to our website, blafit.com, look at our before and afters, and you see what I'm talking about. I was shocked and amazed when I saw the result of these study females after 1 month use, because I knew I used it for a few years and I knew it works, but I had no idea how much it changed patients' faces without a drastic plumping effect of injectables. If you know what I mean, you see a patient from far away that's injected their lips and their facial structure, you can tell, I can tell from far away, and it looks plasticky. It doesn't look very natural unless it's done by a very good skilled hand. It's not very natural. But with the BLA exerciser, you're not only creating circulation in your face and creating blood flow, it's kind of like a yoga for your face. You can think about it as a yoga with resistance. And the resistance that this loop has, it's calculated resistance. We did a lot of trial and errors to be able to find that perfect measurement to be able to exercise your faces without creating TMJ. So I know that those of you that are in health and wellness and yoga for your face, you know there's tons of products out there that plumps the lips. But I will assure you, our company is the only one that stands behind it as a medical doctor, dentist, medical doctor behind it, and a very skilled engineer, that when you use the BLA for 1 minute a day, you will never worry about dislocating your joint. So I knew that I had to pay attention to that when I was creating it. After all, I am the guru of TMJ around my neighborhood. I have the diplomat status for TMJ, for sleep, and for orthodontics. I'm going to, in this next few minutes, show you how to use the Bella Lip appliance. And for those of you who have TMJ, please pay attention to the way I move the lower jaw forward. It releases your TMJ and allows the blood to flow. It kind of gives you a head rush, feeling like, okay, I feel high and relaxed at the same time, like I've done yoga and I've taken so much oxygen to my brain just for that 1 minute a day, as well as you feel the resistance working out your facial muscles. We have over 50 facial muscles. They're very small compared to our biceps and the rest of our body. We do not need a lot of force to be able to get them worked out. We need perfect resistance and small movements, slow, small movements to get them working. Once again, if you are looking for something that exercises your face, plumps your lips, there's tons of stuff out there, but I will let you know, as a TMJ specialist, I treat a lot of patients that use some of those products and now they have dislocated jaw. So I would warn you against it. They're not made by any type of a medical input before creation. Most of them are done by trainers and people that are not in the field of TMJ for sure. So this is one of the only products that's done by us. We published a study. We have the second study on migraine on the way. We're thinking that this exercise alone, after 1 minute a day, morning and night, can release patients' migraines and improve their migraine compared to injectables like Botox. The study is not published. We haven't even started it. We've already detected that based on our experience, and we will keep you updated on that. So here we go. I'm going to do the exercise. For the sake of time, I'm going to do only a few of the exercises. So you want to do 30 seconds horizontal, 30 seconds vertical exercise to be able to get that effect that I'm talking about. You can add the breath to this exercise. I'm not going to breathe that hard, but I will tell you that when you're at your house and you're free and clean, you can add the loud breath to it to be able to actually get the yoga experience of it. But here we go, 30 seconds, slow motions. I'm going to hold the tip of my Bella Lip appliance to be able to, so it doesn't tilt, because especially for the newcomers, your muscles are weak and you need to get that strengthened up. So those of you who have BLA, take it out, let's do it together. So the horizontal exercise will lift up the corner of your lips and works out the muscles around your cheek area. The vertical exercise is to plump up your upper lip and your lower lip. And also, if we add a little jaw forwarding to this exercise, now we're actually doing a TMJ treatment. I promise you, you're going to feel so good in your jaw, and all the tension that we have nowadays in quarantine and all the stress that's going on around us this year alone. This one exercise is going to be your lifesaver. So here it is. You can see the definition of my cheekbones. It's kind of like we use a lot of makeup products to get that line angle, using the BLA not only defines your jawline, but also lifts up your cheekbones. And this vertical exercise will plump up your lip. You feel all that worked out. And for those that are beginners, they feel it much less. Maybe with 2 or 3 exercises, you will feel that plumping. I know some of you just joined us on Amazon Live. I'm Dr. Mariam Bakhtiari, the founder of BLAfit.com. Bella Lip Appliance is now my baby toy. It's an orthotic that I created for the need in our society of something holistically done to be able to lift up your facial structure and keep it rejuvenated and young, as well as plump up your lip and get other benefits such as face yoga, a neck release, tightening of your neck muscles, your airway muscles, as well as releasing your TMJ and creating a more open airway and open circulation to the blood. For those that just joining me, here again, we have the major neurovasculature to the brain pass right behind the lower jaw. By doing the TMJ and moving the lower jaw forward, we're actually releasing and increasing the blood flow to the brain. It feels like you have this oxygen rush to your brain, as well as when you add the breath exercise to this, you will be able to get benefit of yoga while you're rejuvenating your face. I'm not a big believer of facial creams and all the expensive stuff that we use for your rejuvenation and facial care. I totally believe if we exercise our face, we are circulating the blood flow, and the blood flow circulation and muscle increase will produce your own collagen. Our body is able to produce whatever we need. Hundreds of years ago, people didn't have lotions and creams and all these means. We just ate harder food and more raw food, and we were able to use our facial structure and muscles as it was intended. And now we're drinking our food, and we're always in rush. So this is only a minute exercise a day. You could do it as in the traffic light, you can do it in the restroom while you're just thinking, you can do it on your desk while you're typing, you can do it anywhere you want, at the gym when you're doing, sometimes I put it in my mouth, and as I'm doing my body exercise, I do my BLA exercise. 1 minute a day for such it's an inexpensive way to help your TMJ. We don't have studies to show that it is solely able to take care of the TMJ, but as a TMJ specialist, I will tell you that we're adding this to every patient that comes in, and we're getting amazing feedback from it. Patients that come here and unfortunately they cannot afford doing our TMJ treatment, I always offer them, why don't you try at least releasing your jaw joint and the tensions you have with such an inexpensive appliance. It is $85, which is it's a not much when you think about what it does. It is durable device. I wanted to make sure that when I use it, people know that I'm all about quality. It's a product that is safe, ergonomically done, so that you can just hygienically brush it, and just on a get-go, it doesn't have any metals to rot, yet you can use this for 400,000 times and it still does not lose its resistance. There's nothing like it in the market, yet it looks so simple. Anyway, so those of you that they're just joining me, I'm Dr. Mariam Bakhtiari. We're getting closer to our end of our day, and I wanted to see if you guys have any questions about TMJ or the BLA alone, to please ask me now. We'll try to make our Amazon Live and Instagram Live weekly. Also, we have Sylvia Yoga, who she is, I think pelvic jaw alignment is her handle. She's a friend of mine now. She's an advocate of Bella Lip Appliance. She's a yoga instructor that she will, if you go to her Amazon, if you go to her site on Instagram, you will learn how she adds the breath. She has classes to teach BLA and yoga. So we know that BLA has so much uses, and we're just learning as they comes in and out. I know that if you guys buy the BLA from Amazon, this is the package that it comes in. It comes with your BLA along with a package of 1 month supply of what we call Bella Lip Serum, which is a Sacha Inchi oil from Peru. It's a very pure oil of vitamin A, vitamin E, omega-3, 6, and 9. It's edible quality, so you can eat it if you wanted some omega, but you can put it on your lips, on your dry hair, your skin, anywhere you have scar, it will heal. You used it when you had your scar and you saw how healing it is. This is what it comes. And the reason I'm here is, number one, I love to teach. I have passion to teach. The second thing is, if you bought something like this on Amazon or anywhere, you don't know what to do with it. It looks too simple. And you question, what do you do with this? And that's why I'm here to educate you that this simple orthotic can save your life from jaw tension, clenching, as well as if you're one that spends a lot of money on your face, this is the least you could spend on your face, and you can use it for several years to exercise your facial structure, define your jawline, lift up your cheekbones, and other benefits such as tighten your airway muscles. We know that it helps the TM joint by moving when we move the jaw forward. This one exercise is your lifesaver for your patients that have migraine or headache. We're conducting a study on migraine coming up. We're right now recruiting patients. If any of you have migraine and you're in Southern California close to us, let me know. Send me an email through BLA Fit and I will get you connected for a migraine study on BLA Fit. I totally believe with a neurologist that we're working with that this may be the solution versus expensive injectables and more invasive products. I make the BLA Fit because today you look at Instagram, everybody's looking the same. I wanted to promote a more natural beauty for our new generation. I wanted to bring an awareness that our face is no different than the rest of our body. We work out our body. How come we're just relying to injections and other means to be able to get our face to look more beautiful? And that's why I created BLA. This exercise, I know what you're waiting, is the one that releases the jaw joint. You only need to do it 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds at night. It will allow you and promote better sleep. You want to do it 30 seconds. Please visit our website, blafit.com. I'll be here again next week please, if you have questions, send it to me and I'll open it up when we open the next session. Have a great day and I love you guys.